No, what do I do? Because you've been falling my side from the moment you are signed. And no longer, as of now, you are officially off the case. What's going on in the first place? Mr. Von Karma, you still haven't answered my question. Will you admit it? Will you confirm that no body was ever recovered? It's really quite the claim, you know. One that you'll never find any proof for, I'm afraid. What must I do to get an answer out of him? Now, if you don't mind, I have given you quite enough of my precious time already. Look forward to destroying you in court, Gregory Edgeworth. Your precious logic and theories won't save you then, nothing will. Mark my words, Von Karma. Your methods will be your undoing. No matter how you try to hide the truth, I'll bring it all to light in the end. Forgive me, Detective. I didn't mean to put you in a difficult situation. Don't sweat it. It's always going in this way. Honestly, nobody's ever sidelined me the way he did before. First time for everything, huh? You know, I think you might be right about the body being missing. I am, and I'll prove it in court. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say a word. Since, you know, I'm off the case now. That's very kind, and I'm sorry to keep asking favors of you, Detective Bad. But there is one more. Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Come on, I'm in on the secret. Alright, Eddie. The detective and I were just arranging a little insurance for a trial. If you have enough to see Mr. Tango acquitted, but I prefer to have an ace in the hole. And what is it? You'll find out in the courtroom. Wait, what? You let me join you? Of course I am. You are my assistant. Way more than that by next year. I'll be full-fledged attorney, you know. We can take on Mr. Von Karma together. Indeed. I'm hoping we'll have freed Mr. Tango then. If we're up against Mr. Von Karma, I guess we can't rule out the possibility and it might take some time. Right, but we'll do everything we can in the meantime. And I can bring Mr. Von Karma mystery. I believe in you. We can't allow Mr. Tango to remain imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. And we won't. I'll expose Mr. Von Karma's lies if it's the last thing I do. Famous last words. Meanwhile, back to the present day. April 2nd, 2:20 p.m. 2:10 p.m., not 2:20. Zodiac Hall, family room. And that's pretty much how things went down. Those are the facts of ISO, and as far as I'm concerned. Finally learning the truth on my father's last case. Well, we lost. Von Karma did his real number. Really? Some prove that Mr. Tango was innocent? Oh, we could prove it already. A decent little pile of evidence. Something worse we investigated Von Karma. Far even dirtier than we thought. I can imagine. Secure conviction at all costs. That was always his guiding principle. Yeah, ain't that the truth? And your trial dragged on, hoping to find you. Never forget the day the verdict came down. December 28th the following year. Say from now, so, oh mama, we're talking over 17 years ago. I'm sure that's flying, huh? December 28th. I was there that day 17 years ago, sitting in the courtroom gallery. Just before the trial got started, Gregory noticed that Sam's looked even worse than usual. Turns out the poor guy had finally reached his limit. So bad he even said he wanted to be found guilty. Wait, you mean you forced a confession of him? Yeah, Von Karma got what he'd been pushing for from the very beginning. When Gregory tried to drop the bombshell about there being no body to speak of, he learned that Von Karma used the power of the police to head him off at the pass. He even had himself a fake autopsy report, but that wasn't the end of it. Von Karma and John Samson are both to testify against himself for being an accessory murder in court. Combined with his confession, the poor guy's goose was well and truly cooked. Gregory still had his ace in the hole, though. The same ace he asked Detective Bad to help him with? Exactamundo. He knew he needed one last card to play if they squeezed the confession out of Samson. Funny how out of all of them, Scott is the only one who's not changed. So he had Bad record all of Samson's interrogation. Guess Detective Bad really wanted to know the truth. Oh wait, that's okay. Guess Detective Bad really wanted to know the truth too, huh? We all did. But he was a trooper. Stayed with the case even after Von Karma took him off. Tied up in some other big case too. Good old Bad. They don't make him like that anymore. Anyway, Gregory presented the recordings as proof that Samson's confession was coerced. You know what? It almost worked. A cop named Dean Sideman got fired. Samson was an interrogator and the initial detective before Bad. He took the fall for pretty much the whole thing. Von Karma didn't get away scot-free. In fact, he was disciplined by Chief. Yes! This was the one! Would have won at any time in his 40-year career. Good to see him. Good to see I was right on the timing. I was thinking, is that the one? Still, Samson himself couldn't stomach another day in court. So when that guilty verdict came down, he didn't just ignore the end of the day, but of the whole sad affair. I don't remember a lot myself, but my father's face when he declared Mr. Tango guilty. I was a young child at the time, but even I could tell how much he was hurting inside. Gregory wanted to appeal the ruling, of course, but I'd done anything to clear Samson's name. But then, well, you know what happened next. Poor guy, never got the chance. I should have left with him that day. I'd always blame myself for not doing that. But I should have now decided and obsessed over something else instead. Rather, someone else. Either way you did, he needed you for choosing to stick with Von Karma. I hope you can forgive me. No, you had every right to hate me. I'm trying to become a prosecutor as planned, and that's what Mr. Von Karma showed me in his case file. According to his records, Mr. Tango was convicted as the main culprit in Mr. Frost's murder. Nope, that's not right. Samson was convicted as an accessory murder. Strange, the file clearly states that he was the perpetrator. Plus, I'm fairly certain that all of Mr. Von Karma's cases were successfully solved. Mind if I take a peek at those? This file's been doctored. The part about the verdict has been changed. What? Yeah, feast your peepers on this. Convicted as an accomplice. Samson Tango, age 39, organizer of confectionery contest. Victim's body was found inside one of his creations, leading to his arrest. While in detention, Tango discovered that he had a taste disorder, which was subsequently cured via medication. Verdict: convicted as an accomplice based on his confession. As a copy of the file, they have him record at the courthouse. And why is my copy so different? Well, he said it came from Von Karma, yeah? I guess if he didn't want Gregory's son thinking there was a murder out there still not. Didn't want me looking into it again before the statute of limitations was up. So everything I believed about the case was a lie? Like they say, we all gotta start somewhere. What's important is you know what's what now. Statute of limitations may have run out, but the truth's still out there, you know. Inherited Samson's case when your old man passed. Prosecution handed it off to someone else too. Ray Von Karma wasn't gonna bother facing off against a rookie like me, was he? Anyway, long story short, the killer was never found. Samson was found dead instead. No the real perp, I'm afraid. The old end, his confession stands. speaking of which, didn't find out until after the verdict had been handed down, but Punk honored friend Samson and made him guilty. Told him if he didn't confess, he'd make sure Judy was convicted instead. Samson knew there was no way Judy could have done it, but he wasn't going to take any chances, so he did what he was told and confessed to keep her safe. Now riddle me this, Mousy boy. Why do you think your Uncle Eddie just happened to be in prison today from night time? Ah, that's right. You were there to see Mr. Tango. Bingo. You and I both promised we'd visit him every day. Didn't quite do that. But Judy did. She never missed one visit all those years. God made no shine, so he showed up. But none of that changes the fact that Samson's still been on duty punished day after day. Well, kiddo, that's actually why we came. The eye sculptures are back on display, just like they were all those years ago. We're going to see what we can find out. Mouserina? I'm a prosecutor, Fender. Don't look at these things in the same way as you or my father. Miles? No, it doesn't matter right now. Speaking not as a prosecutor, but as Miles Edgeworth. I want to know the truth behind both these cases. I'm not leaving until I do. Very old Gregory's son, through and through. Alrighty then, now that that's sorted, we can really get to work. Good thing I brought the IS-7 case file and evidence with me today, huh? Me. The parts are ready and come my annotation. Thank you, Fender. And here's some evidence for you. Enjoy. Quite a few, so I'd take a minute to scope them out. Yes, I see. I'll take a look at them in a bit. Indeed. The key player's last instance 18 years ago, who just happened to get caught up in another incident. The ice sculptures in the Winter Wing are perfect replicas of the ones from 18 years ago. Oh, the cookbook, the finger marks on the frame, the salt lamp and the family photo. The victim of the gas attack, Carmelo Gusto, who is no stranger to the events of 18 years ago, he is still unconscious and undergoing treatment in the medical room. And finally, we come to the body floating face down in the fountain. In fact, all the ice sculptures have melted, just as they did all those years ago. The events of the present day would appear to be intimately linked with the events of the past. Means you may be able to help us learn more about what happened 18 years ago.
Objection!
What a surprise. Oh no you don't, aren't you forgetting somebody? I could have sworn this is my investigation. What am I guilty of now? Of course not, I'm simply offering once again to do what I can to help in this investigation. Perhaps I can help you speed that process along. I think I have an idea of who our mystery victim might be. What? Really? You have to tell me. So. Very well. Maybe this isn't just the ice sculptures after his service after 18 years.
Take that!
I believe the body in the fountain is that of the man who was murdered here 18 years ago, Mr. Artie Frost. Wait, wait, oh, Artie, oh, whoever you is you're talking about. No way, sounds like he did well for himself. Always good to encounter a fellow winner. Judge Cavell knows about the IS-7 incident. Sure, that's what the records say. But the records can't always be trusted. What are you insinuating? Now, while the records say stuff like body totally recovered, the defense back then begs to differ. Now that'll stop the prosecution from shutting them down hard, of course. Yeah, there's a winner. What? Really? What is it, Eustace? The body! We've got ID! Some sculptor called Frost or something. I guess Edgeworth called it. So my father's deductions were right all along. Well, Judge Cavell, I see this changes things, wouldn't you? Perhaps now you'll admit I might be able to use this case. More than a certain junior prosecutor, anyway. Not fair, you're trying to still win. I'm doing no such thing. All I want is to uncover the truth. Never going to get to the bottom of what happened here. We'll need to work together.
Objection!
Whoa there, Judge D. I think you might be wrong about that. Yep, see, I was on the defense team for IS-7, so this case is very much my concern. I was one of the pesky kids pushing the theory that the body had actually gone missing. The prosecutor at the time, I brushed us off, but you can't deny the testimony of your eyes. Or to put it a little more bluntly, the prosecution's case was run from the ground up. When there's been a miscarriage of justice caused by the prosecution, it's the committee's job to fix it. Nope. Who better to help you unpick the mess than someone who was there at the time? Unless you have an ulterior motive. Judge Cavell seems to know the facts on the IS-7 in detail. In which case, I suspect she must be here on the committee's behalf. He is the son of the original defense. He is the son of the original defense attorney, and the protege of the case's lead prosecutor. If that's not enough for you, he was at the trial too. I think it's just possible he might have a little something to bring to the table, don't you? Alright, we're all on the same wavelength. Why don't we bring it in and show we're all on the same side of justice? Duly noted, Your Honor. Here's the turn up for the books, huh, Margie? We gotta do our thing after all. Thanks to your immeasurable help as always. No sweat. Besides, I was mostly doing it for me. Okay, I'll be investigating my own. So just holler if you find something interesting. I will. Well, okay, shall we? We're still unclear on two key facts. How Mr. Frost's body came to be where we found it, and the source of the ubiquity. Indeed, let us focus on the ubiquity first and foremost. Correct, this also dry spelling corn has a distinctive minty fragrance. Minty fragrance! Okay, so begin investigation. Don't even try it, Kay. Larry's still here then, I see. Miss Brown's tea set is laid out neatly on the serving cart. Definitely seems like... Well, I know because I've seen the playthrough of it before it was localized. But it definitely seems like someone is blackmailing, committee is blackmailing Gavel, because pretty sure two people who were on the scene would know more than the rookie prosecutor. Especially when the body showed up. Angie! What is it? Be careful with that teapot, you hear? Why is Larry so concerned all of a sudden? Miss Bound. That's Judy! I'm good, thanks. Lucky for me. You do knock yourselves out. Thank you for the offer. Yes, why not? Quick break, me first. It's Ceylon, I believe. Seems identifiable by its citrus aroma, but... Miss Bound, is this the same blend you served this morning? No, not at all. Just like the cup you gave me earlier had a slightly different aroma. Hey, what's the big idea? Quit being mean about Julie's tea, will you? What's gotten under your skin, Larry? Nothing! You're just rude, that's all. You don't even try to call me by my name. So please darn him, damn it. You know what? I'm done. Not talking anymore. Well, that was childish, even for him. Let's ask him about it later, shall we? Talking to Miss Bound is not a priority right now. Any evidence to prove that she's the culprit? It seems likely that the poison gas was her doing. Where were you before you rejoined us here, Miss Bound? I had to go and tell Officer is proposed. Yes, a few things actually. Not least of all, the fact that I think you might be the one who set the poison gas trap. The original ice sculptures melted 18 years ago, correct? How did you manage to recreate them? I thought you had through the trouble of creating replicas. Kind of funny how Scon's the only one who's not actually aged. I see. Is there any particular reason why the winter and autumn wings look so similar? She's clearly lying. I don't have the evidence to prove it just yet. I have potentially stumbled onto a set of Cake Crimes, a musical or something. Pretty sure your dad thought the exact same thing. In the corner room, huh? See, there's a puddle of spilt tea. Yeah, that's insignia. Seven high some somebody might just know a little something too. Ah. Hey there, Malzarina. What's the situation with the investigation? Things are progressing. I think the fuller picture of what happened is beginning to emerge. Good, guess I better put that on my game too. Present. I think I get it. So this is it, huh? Key unraveling this whole mystery. Yes, perhaps. Great, you keep all of it now. Yeah. Quickly now, can you possibly do it? Don't think much of it. This case seems to have a lot in common with the incident from 18 years ago. And now it's got a lot. Mountain statues in the Winnick Wing, and even the murder victim's body. Ross had no family apart from his son. And well, he had kind of vanished. Nobody's seen him since around the time of the incident. Christo's son too. Him and his best pal from school both disappeared. Christo's boy, wasn't it? Not as far as I heard anyhow. Guess Ross' kid turned up in the end, though. Collected his inheritance at some point. He had no family around just after the incident. That's gonna be nothing. So no need for police or anything released about it. And no need for anybody to find out anything else. They found their fake photos before and nobody was any to watch. Well, almost. I can't believe Mr. Von Carl stooped so low. The body's been taken back to the lab, sir. Autopsy's on the way. How's the rest of the fountain looking? Very beautiful, actually, sir. The water is crystal clear and kind of soothing. There's definitely one body floating in it. Not so long ago. Yep. I'm going to keep this simple, Larry. You're hiding something, so just tell me what it is. Come on, Keg. You know me better now. I wasn't staring. I was struck by an idea for a picture. Now, Edgy, he was glaring. Yes, and I'll keep glaring at you until he tells what it is you're hiding. Who is it? What he told you I'm not talking to you anymore? You're talking to me right now. I mean from now on. I'm not talking to you ever again, son. Now. This is getting me nowhere. Suppose I'll have to figure out what he's hiding first before I can get the whole truth out of him. Come on, Larry. What are you hiding? Nothing. That's only one thing. Yeah, he'll talk. Don't you worry about that. It's not what Larry's hiding. I think I might have an idea what it is. Just presenting him with the right piece of evidence and force him to come clean. Would you mind taking a look at this from me, Larry? Why would you show me that? Tell me, what is it about Miss Brown's tea set that's got you so agitated? If you won't tell me, then perhaps you prefer to explain it to Judge Goodell? Wait, don't make me look bad in front of Verity. She thinks I'm a sensible cook, clean cook guy. Come on, see the real me, the real low down doing me. I'm not so sure anybody here thinks you're particularly clean cut, Larry. If you don't want her to think badly of you, the best thing you can do is talk to me. I'll talk. Alright, Larry, enough is enough. Now confess. Is there any way to treat your best friend, Edgy? Is there any way for you to treat yours? By lying to him? Hiding things? I got a picture already, so stop glaring at me like that. I'll tell you everything, okay? Really, I thought Verity might cup of tea, so I went to call him for it. No words exist to describe how far away a source come from. See, Edgy, everyone's going to think less of me now. Judy's never going to forgive me for this. Trying to me won't do you any good. I think you need to apologize, Miss Bound. The teapot in question was designed by Harty Frost, correct? I understand it was something you've long treasured. You must be upset. Is she less attached to Mr. Frost's work than she used to be? I can't believe this, Judy. You're the sweetest, the kindest. Ah, this other teapot you're talking about. It's the one sitting on top of that car right now, right? Yeah, so when I smashed the first one, I tried to hide the pieces in the bottom of the car. That's when I saw another pot in there, so I took it out and basically switched the two pots. Yep, and that's everything I have to tell you. I'll be extra careful not to pick the other one, I promise. You have no shame whatsoever, do you? I'm sorry. See, Edgy, isn't Judy the absolute best? Just you won't take advantage of her kindness and will make amends somehow? Listen, you suspect he's likely to make more trouble than amends. You think it would be better for you to keep out of her way for a very long while? Oh, but I will be keeping out of her way! Her and the others? I'm afraid you're greatly misjudged. Okay. You wish to see if Larry has captured any unusual details this time. Unusual details? Nothing's unusual. Not my best work yet. There's a page, I might as well take a look. What am I looking at here? So the card's accurate. Interesting. This is a pain me to admit it. Lang may have provided me with a useful piece of evidence yet again. Just the page. I suspect the difference in environment we noticed is due to the teapots having switched. I can't see what else it could have been. The tea itself hadn't changed. Why didn't we ask Miss Bound just to be sure? Miss Bound, the difference in environment we noticed, do you think it could have been because of the different teapot? My cup just now had a subtle minty scent. Oh, like uva tea. Could that really be it? The tea from the teapot, let me switch them from the under the card, smelled faintly mint. Yes, but there's something else that's been troubling me. Miss Bound seemed more taken aback by the switching of the teapots than the breaking of one. I suspect she might have been deliberately hiding the teapot underneath the card. One of Ubiquinum's key characteristics is its minty fragrance. So what if she had been hiding something in that teapot? Simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winner, any luck finding that Ubiquinum? My people are searching the entire gallery, but they haven't found anything yet. What about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from. I may have an idea. I knew it! I can't find it. There's no chance I'll use it. What? You do know where it came from? Yes. Miss Bound's teapot. It's not a prize, it's a vital piece of evidence. Possibly. The minty fragrance we noted is coming from it. I think it just might be the scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas. I'm afraid I do. The method used to treat the gas would have required considerable preparation. Nobody would have had the time or the opportunity to set that up except you. Miss Scone is on our radar too, of course. You needn't worry about it. Miss Bound claims she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. Need to find a way to prove that she's lying. Wouldn't make much difference if you did, officer. You're standing in front of a wall. That's what kind of reputation I have down at the precinct. So it's about time I won. Oh wait, that's Kate. Yes, followed by a swift round of arrests. Why is our lift cart just sitting here out in the open? The top of the platform seems to be wet. You know, got a funny feeling I've seen this somewhere before. You mean like 18 years ago? Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Just saw it last in Frosty. Supposed to use them maybe the ice sculptures. It's one of those fancy numbers where you can change not only the platform's height, but the name. Yeah, one of these can make you move giant lumps of ice around the spot. Still don't explain what it's doing down here though. Bit of a head scratcher, but we should give it a think, yeah? Indeed. After all, it just might have something to do with our case. Yes, from his young years, when he was something of a dreamer. He depicted those closest to him by means of a motif taken from nature. The piece is titled Attendance. Gesundheit. You know, mind you, that zombies aren't real. Yes, ma'am. Traces of both ubiquium and asphyxium have been detected in the fountain. In addition to those two chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. The composition of the sugar is being analysed as we speak. Sugar in the fountain? Where did it even have come from? Edgeworth speaking. So it's me. Is everything alright, Detective? The body's left the window wing. Just me in it now. It means I can tell you what we found out. I really shouldn't be sharing information about the investigation. After the past week or so, I'm about to stop them now. The exhibits now have all completely melted. All that's left in the display cases is some stuff at the bottom. More of it in the Taurus case than in the Gemini case, though. Describe the stuff in it. Yes, sir. Like a pale blue liquid. Had the lab and some tests. Sample from the Taurus case, just a bunch of sugar. But the one from the Gemini case are 3 different substances. Which were? Sugar, salt, and blood. Blood? What does salt and blood do in the Gemini case's sample? I see. That might well prove to be a significant development. Anything else to report, Detective? Yes, sir. I found one of those Lidomin devices here in the winter wing, too. There are a few of those being used in the autumn wing to disguise it as the winter wing, as I recall. Seems like they put information years ago is more than just a show. We talked to Miss Scott about this. He did, and all of it is very useful. I'm going to prove that Miss Brown's claims about who could have set up the poison gas shop is false. I need to talk to a certain somebody else who was here 18 years ago. Were you here 18 years ago, Gavel? Miss Scone, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'd appreciate it if that was the last time you called me Milesy Smiles. What can you tell us about the various devices used to decorate the gallery's exhibits? It seems to be some pretty specialized items in use. Light-emitting devices, luminous fabrics. I'll bet I'll be a bigger meat village. Told you I'm kinda full of works. So these decorations, they're all the same as the ones you saw 18 years ago, correct? Yep, solar lamps, glowing fabric, light-emitting devices, the whole bit. The 4 luminous cloths used in the orphan. I'm sure I saw a note somewhere. That cloth is... yeah. Maybe you should jog her memory with something so Miss Scott will tell us. Shall I call it a dish towel then? Perhaps you use it to wipe up some sort of spillage? I think I'd like to know a little more about this highly specialized luminous cloth, if you don't mind. Why didn't you want me to know you had a piece of luminous cloth in your bag? So Larry's sketch of Miss Scott of when she was trying to retrieve the cloth. What am I avoid doing to take out? I see. So the cloth that disappeared 18 years ago, the one that the victim was wrapped in, just happens to reappear in a fountain at least the same time as the body? But what about the late? It's unlikely they know, would you say? Imagine contest 18 years ago. No T-Rex finds by sniffles and sneezing reeds, apparently. Unexplained medicine. Why don't you grant him? Oh wait. Which means Miss Scott is one of those elites, I suppose. Have you read the Ultimate Cookbook, Miss Scott? Since when were you interested in pharmaceuticals? Not a very good one. There'll be no need for that, thank you, Miss Scone.
Eureka!
Okay, I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea it should be. Yes, well, I'd rather it remained white, plus I didn't think Miss Bound would appreciate us meddling with it. Okay.
Eureka!
Larry, could I ask you something about your sketch? Ask me about the work of the great Livingstone, huh? Conversation, right? Not exactly. This light blue tablecloth, you painted that exactly as you saw it, correct? I already told you! Everything's exactly as I saw it! The tablecloth in the cart here in this room is white. Wow! That's so far crazy theories, the simple stuff is passing right by, huh? What's not your fault? Listen, just before I drew that sketch, I was in the middle of some business in the car with the tea sound, okay? Wait, Miss Bound came out of the wing to wing? That matches all the prerequisites. The cloth. The lift cart. And the body. Well, I saw a wheel into the summer week, but don't know what I was into after that. When you came back out, she was pushing one of those other carts, the kind you can lift stuff with. A lift cart? Yes, I called out for her, but she just ran off and left it behind. No serving cart and lift. You better check, Miss Bound. I know 2 serving carts here at the garage. A certain so-called artist showed us this sketch. I couldn't help but notice the colour of the tablecloth, so too. the current tablecloth and sketch seem to be a mistake on Larry's part. Do you have any idea of what you might have been doing when this hit was wrong? Well, if no, this is what we need to know. They may not be the prettiest, but I'm grateful for the interviews. So perhaps I could do with a little less sugar. Fuck me in a nutshell. I think you'd better leave them alone, Kay. Do whatever you need to do, Judge Cavell. Sometimes Judge Cavell will have to think of some new threats and try and think of Kay. It may not look the best at the moment, but the love for our family shines through in how you taste. Tell me, Fender, what kind of person is Miss Brown? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you got a finger on mouse. I do not. Chill, I'm just yanking your chain. Hey, what can I say about you? Well, she's a real brave Jupiter one. What else you call someone who waits around for 80 old years like he has for Samson? And after his extended family kicked her out of the fleet. Yep, she was one technically part of the family. So there's nothing she could do. She had nothing, nobody, no job. So she had no choice to take what it was and make her a maid. She's retired from all now, though. Yes, I do she retire. She finally made enough to buy the old place back. She even got the ultimate cookbook back from the townsfolk after they basically stole it. Guess this place and everything to do with it was all she ever cared about. So she just wanted it back. Good. Fender seems very sympathetic since Baron's flight. But from a less charitable perspective, she has in a way taken everything of Mrs. Hancock for herself. The Ultimate Cookbook contained instructions on how to create and poison gas. The current owner of that book is none other than Miss Judy Bound. No, wait, you mean... I'm afraid I do. Miss Bound would have been perfectly capable of setting up a gas trap. Finally, we can prove that she's been lying to us. Investigation complete. And that's that. All that's left now is to await the results of the test on the teapot. To be continued. Momentarily. Test results have just come in, sir. Traces of butyrium were found in the teapot. No, what? It's like Mr. Edward said. Yeah. Cause you better not think this means you beat me. You really need to drop this obsession of coming in first, Mr. Winner. We're all on the same side here. Remember, we're all trying to get to the truth. But first is best. Everybody knows it's better to be a winner than a loser. There's really no way for a prosecutor to think. Not a successful one, anyway. But, like... But, give help! Oh, alright. Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll be right back. The winner's annoying, but totally harmless. Judge Gavel, on the other hand... Oh. You're sweating bullets. You're a trained actress, are you not, Miss Bound? I would have thought you'd be a bit more... I would have thought you would be a more convincing liar. You have access to the Ultimate Cookbook, correct? A book that just happens to contain instructions on how to create the poison gas used in the attack. Meaning, it's perfectly possible for you to know exactly how to make it. So she's not willing to admit to anything. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps you stole it. That's true. But the only hard evidence says that definitely was Miss Bound. Dude, it's clearly something you're not done. Why don't you just come clean, huh? We all know you never hurt somebody for no reason, so... Can you blame me? You got one wing disguised as another, cast strapped in one of the display cases. And you're the proprietor of the establishment. Looking a lot like you did it, kiddo. I didn't think she's joking. Jeez, Judy's one tough cookie. She's not budging an inch. Maybe it's time to rock a little technique Gregory taught me back in the day. What technique it might not be. So hear me out. Everything's connected to what happened 8 years ago. Yes? Since we're not getting anywhere by focusing only on the here and now, maybe we ought to focus a bit different on the past. I can think my father used this method as well. Alright, let's run this through the old picture. How was you involved in what happened back then? Wasn't Miss Brown, it was because of her and Miss Frost's flavoured ice sculptures melted. Yet the sculptures are here on display at the very gallery today. Possible that she Thank you, Fender. I think I know what I need to ask Miss Brown. Don't thank me, thank your pops. Now take it away, Mousy. I'll go pop. Miss Brown, you say that you were the one who caused Mr. Frost's creation to melt 18 years ago, correct? Yes, what you did allowed you to open this exhibit, no? Yes, perhaps it might. I'd like to know a little more about Zodiac Falls, or why Miss Brown decided to dedicate this space to Mr. Frost's work. Judge Cavell, I was simply the witness's preliminary statement. As you showing there, the value of that testimony cannot be evaluated without due cross-examination. Took 18 years, but things like this are expensive to maintain to the side of Pennington. And act like there's many poor Harley pieces of good things in the world.
Objection!
Nope.
Hold it!
Tell me more about this dream of yours, Miss Brown. Here for to be appreciated in the signs, not accompanied by musical numbers. Mr. Thunder gave a false impression of his effect Miss Brown. Sure, and many did what they could to protect one another, didn't they? Paul Haig. That was Mr. Frost's pseudonym, correct?
Objection!
Hmm.
Objection!
I'm afraid you've run out of words, Miss Bound. You can lie all you like, but you can't deny the results of the test conducted on the sculpture's remains. The nearest test leave no room for ambiguity. What you had on display weren't replicas. They were the very statues Mr. Frost carved at 18 years ago. I mean, thank you, Miss Frost. It took all asking for her help, but still. Put it simply, the statues didn't disappear back then because they'd melted. They disappeared because you spirited them away and kept them hidden for these 18 long years. Now the most narrow idea in the world, assuming you had a big enough house.
Overruled.
Oh, indeed. I didn't get to know exactly how you did it, but my father made you say that it was impossible for you to assume them away. That's for us to decide, my friend. My father introduced me to it. I watched an episode or two. Miss Brown passed the time before the judging began by practicing her dances. Is this an image from Miss Brown's derelict sculptures? Must have been. Oh. Maybe not then.
Hold it!
What now? Nope.
Hold it!
Oh, discovered the body, so that would have been. Okay, there we go. I'm back. The sound of the chocolate chip falling over after a sudden someone took a bite out of one of the stores. Mr. Tango was still in Mr. Cousteau's room when you found the body. Yes, I'm fairly certain that was the case. So, the point I was discovered. Okay, so that one most likely is, but I'm going to save it just in case. Well, let me think that through.
Hold it!
Made the rounds. Interesting. Did anything strike you as strange around that time? Oh yeah, regular singing the praises of Judy Field. I think you mentioned this sauce. Sauce was cool. Is this the moment when Miss Brown stole the sculpture? Yeah, but otherwise I'm being told. Miss Bound, I believe this was when you stole the sculpture. I hate to contradict you, but the family members for the witnesses at that point, this offender included. And that is precisely what I'm suggesting. Miss Brown stole those ice sculptures, and she did yeah.
Take that!
My father and Fender had no idea that one of the sculptures was mere inches big, because it wasn't just a tease that you were pushing around in phone, but a hidden ice sculpture in a glass case.
Overruled! Objection!
Who said anything about her selling?
Take that!
The cards that Miss Brown used to move the flavoured ice sculptures out of Mr. Frost's room 18 years ago. The pair, that very same card is still with us in this fountain. We really bought these. I am. As you can imagine, all one would need to do is lay a case on its side, add a tablecloth, make it look exactly like an old servant card, thus allowing her to move the sculptures around freely. Holy moly, of course, that's why those sauces are so cheap. They're sitting on top of a big block of ice. Shoot. Not a good job. Zodiac blocks? I've never seen them myself before. There's a huge block of ice on display. Must be incredibly heavy, maybe not with being hot. Yeah. The Winter Wing really is an exact replica of Mr. Frost's room from a few years ago. 18 years ago. And even though my father never saw them because he'd already melted, the Zodiac blocks must have been in the victim's room in the world. Meaning it would have been easy for her to prepare those empty spares she swapped in. Indeed, I think she offered it so willingly because she knew there's nothing we can do with it. Double jeopardy. Theft, 7 years from now. Yes, Miss Brown stole the ice sculptures 18 years ago, so it's too late to have her arrested for that crime. I won't be so sure about that. For you see, the theft of the ice sculptures isn't my principal interest here. I find the body that reappeared 18 years after the theft to be of considerably more interest. I am indeed. Under the sea? Where the body was hit. It's not such a big leap if you think about what Miss Brown has told us already. Let's just say it wasn't just flavoured ice that she removed from Mr. Frost's room that night. Nope. Assumed it from the fact that I had... And of the victim's body.
Take that!
Yes, it may look like a sculpture at first glance, This is in fact Mr. Frost's corpse.
Objection!
That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to hide the body in plain sight. The cloth.
Take that!
Yes, when it's made to glow in just the right way, so visually convincing you might mistake it for ice. Isn't that right, Miss Scone?
Overruled! Objection!
If you would care to take another look at the photograph of the Winter Wing, Your Honor. You'll notice there is a small box connected to the bottom of the Gemini display case. One of the very light-emitting devices in question. Detective Gumshoe even confirmed its presence. In fact, this particular device went missing 18 years ago. Back then, it was no doubt firmly connected to the cloth inside the display case. Which means Miss Bound had no choice but to take it with her when she removed the sculpture. So you see, this cloth and the light-emitting device were being used to create the illusion that Mr. Frost's body was in fact a statue of Captain Ice. Wait, so you're telling me that when we took that photo of us in the window? Yes, we were standing right in front of the body.
Objection!
Because there would have been no mystery as to how the body had been hidden if we'd found it as Miss Bound needed to remove Mr. Frost from the Winter Wing in order to verify.
Overruled!
No, and she didn't need to. She had another method. Her trusty lip. The same card that had proved so useful in executing her original spell. I believe she wheeled the body into one of the other wings and floated it down the stream to the fountain. The frozen body, being quite solid, probably got stuck somewhere along the way. Which is why only the cloth appeared at first. The cloth Miss Scone discovered. As a matter of fact, I do. The contradiction the piece of evidence has provided will shed light on exactly how Miss Bound moved his body as well. For fuck's sake, played it a few times and now they're just making it sound like I'm on that rate. Ow, ow, ow. I seriously need to put tape over that.
Take that!
And is that me? Oh wait, that was Yvel. Yes, Mr. Butts drew sketches of people as they passed through the fountain. But what I'm interested in is the card we can see here. You don't see it? She's using the same trick she used 18 years ago. Ergo, we know that Miss Bound was busy moving Mr. Frost's body when this picture was being drawn. Really? Then allow me to direct your attention to the colour of the tablecloth, Miss Bound. I originally thought that Mr. Butts had made an error, but he's assured me that couldn't possibly be the case. Yes, a shade of tablecloth that Miss Bound doesn't seem to own. The cloth only appears to be light blue due to the body hiding just underneath. Not as the body had been placed inside one of the hollow zodiac blocks in the window. Place one of those in the left card, and it easily passes muster and a regular sewing card for the room. Miss Bound, surely now you must admit that it was you who moved the body, just as you did 18 years ago. You needn't worry on that front. My case wasn't necessarily on Mr. Butts' artwork. Once you had disposed of the body, your serving card became a simple lip card once more. Which is exactly what we discovered here in this fountain room. Without a serving card, you had to find some place to put the chocolate. As we saw in the sketch, you had originally placed them on top of the cards. The chocolate you gave us came from your pocket. Why did you suddenly feel the need to put the chocolates in your pocket, Miss Bound? Just because you no longer had a serving card to put them on, that's why. Indeed, if stashing the chocolates in a pocket was the only solution she could think of, I doubt Miss Bound had the time to dispose of an entire tablecloth. In the fountain! Miss Bound didn't hide or dispose of the tablecloth, Your Honour. In fact, it's right in front of us. Where exactly is the tablecloth Miss Bound used to hide the body? Nope. Not in the fountain. Miss Bound has the tablecloth on her person, and in plain view, in fact. Miss Bound, it's a cloth round your waist, isn't it? Given that the zodiac blocks weren't kept in glass cases, the cloth would have been in direct contact with the ice. But Jude's right. Were we supposed to be on the same side? I'll finally give it a 3 Samson. Well, I do it this way, though. It's not like you. So she didn't know about the body when she stole the sculptures. Jude's. It seems I've misunderstood her intentions. Everything she's done really has all been for Mr. Tangro's sake. Something that's been puzzling me. Why did Miss Bound use poison gas? Why not a more reliable method? And why disguise the autumn wing as a winter wing? The only reason I can think of is to confuse someone who was here 18 years ago. She was trying to prove that Mr. Tangro is innocent. Miss Bound's ultimate goal must be to confess. Was she trying to force investigation so we'd find the body? That alone had proven Mr. Tangro's innocence, would it? So, no, that can't be it. Was she even trying to discover the identity of the true culprit? Miss Bound, your ultimate aim was to see Mr. Tangro cleared of all charges, correct? And to that end, you had exposed the real killer and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Is my understanding of your intentions correct? Exhibiting the sculptures was sure to force the killer to return to the crime scene. After all, you were the only person apart from you who knew that the body was hidden in the icework. So they were freaked out thinking the body was about to be discovered and converted, yeah? Exactly, but Miss Bound ran the risk that the killer might successfully caught our tracks this time. The worst case scenario, he might even have been able to remove Mr. Frost's body from the scene. So how could she lure the true killer into revealing themselves without putting vital evidence such as... Oh, I see what you're getting at. You're saying that's why the Autumn Wing was all winner-wingy. I am. You were betting on one thing, Miss Bound, weren't you? That whoever opened the Pisces case you had so carefully disguised as a Gemini case would be the real perpetrator of the IS-7 incident.
Overruled.
Miss Bound set a trap for Mr. Frost's killer, meaning that whoever found themselves caught in that trap is highly likely to be the guilty party, but I lack the evidence to support such an assertion. Make the accused. Maybe I should investigate further. No, if I do that now, I may never even be allowed to investigate this case again. I refuse to let the killer remain our lives forever. My ultimate goal is to see the truth exposed, and to do that I need to seize the moment. Yes, Judge Gavel, I am prepared to stand behind my accusation. No. It's worth a try.
Take that!
Mr. Gustav. Miss Bound, as we have established, you knew that the opening of the gallery will lure in the occultist. Set up the poison gas trap in order to catch them. Do you dispute the facts thus far? And perhaps you could tell us exactly what happened in your own words? For once, he's a fool. For once, he's a fucking singer. For once, we've got a witness who's not a femme fatale. Good, why didn't you tell me? You know I'm always here for you, right? We could have found another way. Didn't have to be like this. Judy. So sorry, Judy. You, Samson, Gregory, let you all down. Fender, this can't be easy for her. The real truth in these past 18 years has come to light was unexpected, to say the least. Yet it had only set us down a path towards an even more shocking end. And never to be continued? Miss Bound, are you feeling a little calmer now? Good, then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law. Yes, I understand. Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tangero's innocence. Therefore, if we are culprit whether he is someone else, then we have a duty to be investigated.
Overruled!
Of course you would.
Objection!
Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Cavell, especially since there are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts. That's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked, seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now. How so, exactly? And this is how the committee sees things, is it? Sounds to me like all she's doing is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth. If I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tango or Miss Bound. If you accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified the report, then why won't you investigate the case?
Objection!
Despite blading everything's tampering, sure your precious goddess is into that. It always makes you think the committee might have other reasons for not wanting us into the dinner again. Yes, that's right. I believe it was a confession that sealed Mr. Tango's faith in him. Confession secured by Mr. Von Karma, which should surely cast doubt on the final verdict itself. Oh, fucking damn it! The wire went again. Anyways, you're a prosecutor's worst nightmare. Funny how you don't seem to have a problem with middle place when it suits you, though. Wait. Are you suggesting that Mr. Tango and Miss Bound killed Mr. Frost together?
Objection!
Miss Bound has really confessed to all of her crimes. Now is not the time to speculate about what else she might have done in the past.
Objection! Hold it!
Why would Miss Bound have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder?
Objection!
Do you have any evidence to support that line of reason? On the contrary, there's plenty.
Objection!
I'm afraid there is still one question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this? Their test results, carried out on the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case in the wind wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence. Because Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly, I was planning to tell Mr. Winner about it myself.
Overruled.
As ever, my interest is in the truth. If mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. You must report me to the committee, and so be it. In return, you must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end. Yep, long time no see, Gusto. Assistant? No, he ain't got the gig just yet. He's Greg Rager's son. Prosecutor, Miles Rager at your service. Oh, you're very well. After all, if you hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago. We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold, including the fact that you're probably the guy who offed poor Harley Frost. What? Is that true? Miss Bound set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murderer. A trap that involved rigging the Pisces case with poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you could tell us in your own words what happened back then? Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent. Well, it's not that. Gusto here is a fan of the old meditation. You know, and all that jazz. So there's no sleeping involved in meditation, Dave. Hey, Gusto, pal. How about you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when? What's going to ghost trap? So I must be a killer? That's your idea of a joke. I'm the victim here. So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gavelle. You're hoping Mr. Gusto will help you to hide what happened instead of trying to correct the record? Except it is us humans who make the actual judgment calls in a court of law. So long as there are those who would use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you use your position to further obscure the truth, neither she nor I will forgive you.
Objection!
She turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer and nobody else. The killer being you, old pal. So you believe that self-confessed criminal? Miss Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes. But so will Mr. Frost's killer. You seem determined to pin Frost's crime on me. Murder. But I had no reason to kill him. Mr. Gusto fell victim to poison gas, which is indisputable. Yet no matter how suspicious his actions in the present may seem, it proved nothing about the past. You're right, we may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason. He claims not to have a motive, but that can't really be true, can it? He did it, yes. Not many people commit murder just for fun. In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about problem mode 2, remember? How can you possibly say that with any certainty? The relationship had broken down for some reason. Von Karma never started Gusto, but we can now. And put the pieces together, I think the picture read from nothing form and just emerged. Yes, I think you might find it. We need to think back over everything we know about the IS-7. Especially the questions that never got answered. And the finger marks! Were you the one wearing the gloves? Miss Scott and I learned finger marks on the frame of hers. What name was the Tuesdays? Perhaps she'd wanted to take a look at the Yorkshire cookbook for himself. Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not? Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs, while you were in charge of the flavor. Is that correct? But you only collaborated up through the semi-final. Something changed after that.
Objection!
Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final? Your own statement, made to Mr. Von Karma 18 years ago, you told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the trial.
Objection!
The cookbook. Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to see the secrets undetected. What if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tangero's camera to photograph the book? Sneaky snapshot of 20, huh? That could work. The only question is, when would he have done it? Good question. What about during afternoon tea? Didn't Alicia say that Gusto and Frost have missed out on the tea party they had? Brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive? It can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea. Leaving the tea time, the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him. Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied, but things are finally starting to become clear, and the truth will soon come to light.
Objection!
"18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confection. But why did they work together, and why did they enter the contest in the first place? Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost? And your decision to pair up with Sculpt had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills? Oh, so you were just secretly happened to try for the title of World's Greatest Confectioner? Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest, wouldn't you say? I see, since your objectives don't dovetail so neatly, you decided to work together. Then something happened, a breakdown in your relationship, perhaps? Mr. Prosecutor, so quite a while after I brushed with death, pushed me too hard. I'll be on my way back to Neptune. You claim that your only goal was to win the title. Yet you also seem to have had an interest in the contest prize, the Ultimate Cook. Time to deploy my... You're a confectioner, Mr. Cousteau. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines. I suggest that your interest must have been personal. It was. Tell me more. Sounds familiar. Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your testimony. You admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. Both Mr. Gusto and Mr. Foster entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook, the medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder, and the money it would bring in for Mr. Foster. Thus an uneasy alliance was forged, and that, I believe, is checkmate. Come on, Chess, checkmate! Mr. Fender, is this what Mr. Tangerero had as well? No, big man, and what they call dissociated taste disorder. Basically, some things you could taste just fine, while others have no flavor at all. Shall we shuffle too? Couldn't have been even seen. What was it that Fender said about what Mr. Tangerero thought of Mr. Gusto's creations? You were told that entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you described. What happened to Mr. Gusto? What went wrong that day? Fine, you want me to talk, I'll talk, but you're not going to like what I have to say.
Hold it! Hold it! Overruled. Hold it!
Designs from the exit 8 years long time. Don't worry, Fender, I can tell when he's lying. No doohickeys assistance needed.
Objection!
Yeah.
Objection!
Farewell anyway.